Yeah, just looked at me the whole way.
Weirdly intimidating and avant-garde, and just stared.
Wink too, just at the end. Then yeah, we'll jump into Nicholas's fun little short.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
We're here with the producer behind PB, the short film. Who are you?
My name is Beth Aving. Thanks for inviting us. We're really happy to be here. And I was the producer of PB, a short film that we shot while we were attending University of Texas at Austin.
So where did this kind of gem come from? Like, was it someone that y'all had met? I mean, how did Nick kind of come up with this story?
It was actually a pretty interesting process. There's a class that was new at the university called Script to Screen Incubator. And so directors would either team up with screenwriters or try to formulate their own ideas. And so Nick met the writer Brian Kettler in that class. And Brian, up to that point, had just been a playwright. And so he wanted to experiment with movies. And so through that semester, they developed the script to the film. And I think he was just interested in playing with the idea of a high school kind of drama. And so they rolled with that. And then during the second semester is when we shot the film.
So where did you guys find the talent, though? Because this is a good group of young actors.
Yeah. Shania, who plays Maya in the film, was in that class. And then for the rest of the main actors, we found them through casting calls. And luckily, Austin's got a really great base of actors and also people who commute just to get started in student films and get their feet wet. So we were able to find them through casting calls.
So for those that don't know how big and massive the film program is, Texas, it's a churning machine.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like there's always something quality coming from where you guys are at in Austin.
Yeah, I think we're really lucky. I grew up in Chicago, and when I got the idea that I wanted to try out film in school and for a career, I was just looking at different programs, and UT was a really great school and luckily affordable because it's a state, university. So I think we're really lucky in that regard, and also the fact that it's in such a big media and film city. We're really lucky to have some big, kind of hub talent like Richard Linklater, Terrence Malick. So it's a really great brewing point, I think, for filmmakers. And the film school itself is making strides. It's getting new studios. It just got motion technology. And so I think they're still growing rapidly.
With a project like this where there's rapping, but there's music, there's different elements where it's not just shooting and filming. The sound quality has to be perfect. And I love this film in the sense that the sound palette is kind of perfect, and you hear all the little perfect things you need on top of just the actors. How much time did you guys spend in getting the quality of, the behind the scenes of the sound and just the look of the film?
Yeah, it took a lot of time, especially because for a while Nick wanted to have his hand at it himself, and so even just the editing with the overlay of the music took a lot of time. So he actually tackled a lot himself, but then we brought in some post people to help refine it towards the end. So it was kind of just chipping away and making it more refined over time.
What's it like being able to showcase it here in Texas and in a short block that's a really fun short block? This is a good group of films with the block that you're in.
Yeah, we're so excited. We mostly have been trying to get this film out in Texas, but we were happy that the first one we got accepted into was this festival, and we were actually really rooting for Dallas because that's where Nick is from, and so really excited to be here.
Very cool. So where does this film go from here? I mean, obviously, is there hopes for maybe a feature, or is this something that you guys want to keep as a separate short entity?
Right now, we're thinking a short. It has a lot of unique elements you have to really commit to in terms of the music and everything, and so I'm not quite sure whether the writer and the director, that resonated with them, they want to go with that in the future. But for now, it was a short. It was in school. It was a big learning experience. I know that Nick is definitely drawn towards directing. I really love the Austin film scene, and personally, I'm trying to look to get involved more in the infrastructure with the different organizations that help the artists. So overall, it was a great learning experience, and we're kind of all exploring and trying to see what different ways we want to go.
So as a northerner coming to the South, are you staying in the South? Are you staying in Austin?
I love Austin, yeah. I don't have plans to leave. And I think I've been saying how there's a lot of lucky parts of living in Austin, Texas. And I think another lucky thing was just the timing, because a few decades ago, LA was pretty much all there was. But now that filmmakers can, make things cheaper, and there's more like hubs. Austin is one of those places, and I'm glad that I don't have to either commit to LA or New York, or I'm glad there's these in between places that you can go. And so I really love Austin. I plan to stay there.
Well, we definitely love being a part of that. So thank you
Yeah,
for bringing the
of
film
course.
here, and
Yeah.
Beth, thank you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Awesome. That's perfect.
Great.
Great. I'm glad.